him. And as promised, here to talk about Percy Jackson and the Chalice of the Gods, the latest installment in Rick Riordan's Percy Jackson and the Olympians, I guess. The original hero returns. So after so many kind of branches of this world, Magnus Chase and the Trials of Apollo and following Jason and all of these other things, Uncle Rick, as fans call him, loops back to his original hero, Percy Jackson, for this short 268-page installment that promises to be the first of probably a trilogy. Our old friend Percy is now a senior in high school. He needs to get 3 recommendation letters from gods, I guess, to apply to New Rome University, which is the college for demigods in California. If you remember, Camp Jupiter is the counterpart to Camp Half-Blood. I'm in the San Francisco area, so Camp Jupiter is, ostensibly nearby. I live near Mount Diablo, actually. So if you've read the books, those of us who have read the books and been up to Wolf House and all these things, it's fun that we get to visit some of these locations. But in any case, to get these letters of recommendation, Percy's going to have to complete some more quests. This is a cute book. I wasn't like all in when I first started reading it because I felt like the premise was a little bit thin and weak. But as we got into the story and Percy and Annabeth and Grover back again as that dynamic trio, it brought back a lot of fond memories and I enjoyed it a lot more as it went along. Again, it's fast-paced. It's very much of its type. If you've enjoyed Percy Jackson in the past, there's no reason why you won't like this. And I mean, it hit home for me because I read the Percy Jackson books aloud to my kids, and my oldest is now a senior in high school, so it's kind of like we've aged up with Percy here. And so I have some ties to that. Never mind the pile of clothes back there. Crowley is sleeping on them. These are clothes that my youngest has outgrown and I'm going to donate, and I had set them aside and I was going to put them in the donation bin, but Crowley has decided to make a nest on them instead, so I'm gonna let him sleep on them, and then I guess I'll rewash them before I donate them, because I do try to donate clean clothes when I do donations. In any case, that's neither here nor there. Back to Percy Jackson. So I actually did, at the end of this, end up really enjoying it. I gave it 5 stars. Well, 4.5. I rounded up to 5. I mean, it was entertaining. It was exactly what I wanted from a Percy Jackson, quest story. I think it's cute that he and Annabeth are together and stuff. I've never liked the seaweed brain wise girl thing. I don't know, for some reason those nicknames really bother me. They just don't feel, I don't know. I don't find them endearing. They don't feel to me to be true to kids of this era, I guess. But I guess we can say, oh, well, demigods are different. I don't know. Anyway, that's like a weird little thing that bugs me. And so there's a lot of seaweed brain in this, and there's at least one wise girl, comment. And I'm just like, ugh, I don't know. But overall, it was cute. And like I said, in this one, he is searching for the Chalice of the Gods, or Ganymede's Cup. Ganymede being the common Anglicization of that name, because I think when I was taking classical history, we said Ganymede or Ganymedes. But in any case, what's hinted at here, but not exactly tackled head on, is kind of the pedastry of the Greek gods when you consider how Ganymede ended up as one of Zeus's favorites and a servant, an immortal servant on Mount Olympus. Percy kind of thinks about it. He kind of approaches it and is like, gosh, it has to suck to have this life without quite stepping over that line of really talking about what's inferred here, what's implied, what's happened to Ganymede. I guess maybe to keep it more kid-friendly, even though now this would be YA more than middle grade, surely a lot of middle grade readers are still going to pick this up, even though Percy's older now. Kids who have enjoyed the Percy Jackson books are probably going to want to read this, so I'm guessing this is to keep it kid-friendly and not go too dark into those topics. But yeah, so we this is like, now we've got to see what the next two quests might be, like what what other two gods, probably minor gods, I would assume, will ask Percy to do for them in order to get these letters of recommendation. But yeah, like I said, quick read. It's a relatively short book. And if you've enjoyed Percy Jackson in the past, then you probably will enjoy this one, I would say, because it's very much of its type. And that's it. That's it. I've just picked up the 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. So it's complicated because there was that 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, or like there's 2 books that have similar titles, and this one is like looping time murder mystery type thing. The Evelyn Hugo one I remember hearing about and not finding interesting, but I found this one at the library. I just kind of stumbled across it, honestly, while I was browsing, and thought, oh, that sounds interesting. So I'm literally only like 30 something pages in. Didn't love the way it started because I don't like books that start confused or with like unintelligible action sequences, but I stuck with it and I'm intrigued, so we'll see. It's kind of a chonker of a book, so I don't know how quickly I'll be able to get through it, but we'll see. We'll see. And other than that, not much. We'll be back to talk about season 2 of Loki and season 2 of Our Flag Means Death once we get through those, because that is what I am currently watching. And yeah. So if you've read Percy Jackson, if you like Percy Jackson, if you hate Percy Jackson, let me know in the comments. And until next time, take care.